our starter base has a little bit of a problem. It was built with the intent to get us going on our feet in the series, but we're already filling up all of our storage to the point of completely running out of space. On this episode of my Hytale survival world, we're building the ultimate compact storage warehouse. This build has 3 core requirements. First, it needs to last. We want 36 double chests, which gives us a whopping total of 1,296 storage slots to help us until we build our permanent home. Second, it has to be compact. The workbenches need to auto-pull materials from any chest in range, and we need to make sure that all the workbenches are within range of every single chest in the build. No wasted space, and I want it to be really efficient. And third, it has to look good. I want new materials, I want to try some new textures, something that actually feels intentional. But before we can build it, we've got objectives to go over. First, we're heading to Zone 2, which primarily consists of just desert. We need to get ourselves some thorium. We also need to get what I believed was sturdy chitin, but upon talking to my wife, she told me that it was pronounced sturdy chitin. Was that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I want to grab some specific blocks to design the warehouse, especially the cobbled sandstone, because they actually produce these very cool sliding doors and blue tint windows that I want to use within the build. If we manage to pull this off, this will be the cleanest storage system anybody has built in Hytale. All right, let's get started. What is up, my guy?
What is up, my guy?
And that meme goes out to you, brother. Anyways, we are already set and ready to go over to the desert. We got our armor, we got all of our tools, we got a good little food supply going. So I think we're good to start chasing objective number 1. So we just got to find the desert now. Making my way downtown, walking fast. Ooh, pretty flower. Pretty flower. We're gonna take all of the pretty flowers. Piggy! You're mine, oinkers. Oh, you're lucky neither of you are grown yet. I'll be taking your bacon home. We're gonna take all the pretty flowers. We might as well stop and get all the gold if we're passing through these little riverways and we see it. I'm still not quite sure, outside of making like golden blocks, what purpose gold really holds within Hytale, but I'm sure it's got to be worth something, you know what I mean? Oop, 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 oop. Load up the crossy. You got a big boy. Load it up, load it up. There we go. Heavy pelt, big W. Oh. There we go. We can see Zone 2. We can see the desert. Oh, oh, oh. Why not friend? A friend shaped! Oh. Oh, assisted kill by Mr. Bear. Oh. Come on, bro. Come at me. There we go. We got a little camp over here. We've never been to this. I kind of want to see if I can collect quick memories and just clear it. I don't think these guys should be too hard. They're in Zone 1. Oh! They have wolves. Multiple. Where's the other one? Let's take this guy out. Hiya! Ultra attack. Alright. This guy looks like the chief. He looks kind of crazy. Okay, got him. Oh, you hear the little music? Oh, oh, oh. How'd you even get the dog up here? That math is not mathin', dude. I'll take the fire. Get me off the ladder! Ooh. That's a pretty cool looking sword. I want to try that bad boy out. What's the charge attack look like? Kind of like a normal sword charge attack. It's nothing special. I do want to take this thing, the little wood chopping block. That could be used for a cool aesthetic. That's a pretty small settlement. That's pretty easy to go through. We didn't really get too much. I mean, we did fill up our inventory, but like, we have stuff to drop, so that's not a big deal. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my gosh. We're coming across every bear possible on this trip. Dash! Oh! How'd he hit me? He hit his back to me! Yeah, bro. You don't want the smoke. Oh my gosh. Maybe he did. I'm actually pretty down bad on my health right now. Refuel. Alright, continue. Continue on! I feel like we've been walking for a while. Oh, I see the palm trees. It looks like we have arrived. Yes, we are in the right place. And I already see some blood petals. We'll take those. Oh. We got a saber tooth. Hiya! Okay, okay. Play this smart. Yep. Oh, he's playing it smart. See how he backed up? He knew, dude. There we go. Not a single blow was landed. What trees are these? I gotta drop something. Gumboab. Gumboab. Guam. Gumbob. Gumbob log. Anyways. I think we should chop down one of these trees and bring a full stack of 100 back with us. Because it might give us some more good crafting options. Yeah, we maxed out that stack of 100 very fast. Oh my gosh, and there's still more. We have 3 stacks of 100 of that new wood type. So I think that's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, one of the tricks I know that you can use is if you zoom in, like that right there, you can see little green dots where there could be thorium, like exposed thorium. And there we are. This is our first thorium of the whole game. You got a cute little critter. I wish I could bring one of these guys home. Oh, hello there. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, we never unlocked the backpack. That would probably be a good thing to go for next on our goal sheet, huh? That honestly would have been really good for this expedition, but it's a little too late for all that. We're doing good so far. One of the desert-themed skelly boys. Oh, sand-swept skeleton assassin. That sounds super intimidating. But he doesn't know that we're him. Oh, okay. There we go. What is that? Is that like a bloodleaf item of sorts? Oh, that's a skrill. That's like a chicken. Okay, we're gonna leave you be. I wish I brought my little totes where I could capture chickens. You could have got a whole different type of chicken. We'll have to come back and get him though. Nice, we're at 18 thorium. Let's see if we can see any other exposed thorium. Right there. We do have to be careful about... I see one spawning in and out. Those wasp creatures are like the #1 killer in the early game. What are those? Are those like mountain goats? Oh. Oh. Haha. I discovered a flamingo. Oh, these are like rams. Hello. Oh, you can ride them? Maybe I did know that. I feel like I've seen them once before. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I am gonna have to kill this guy, though, because ultimately, that light hide is too good to pass up right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, and this guy leads us to our side quest. We need the little armor pieces that he drops. I do not know how to pronounce it, but it's this stuff right here. This stuff. This is good stuff. Sturdy chitin. Chitin. Sturdy chitin. Is this the stuff that we're looking for? Is this cobblestone? Or the sand cobblestone? White sandstone cobble. I don't know if that's the same as what makes those really pretty blue windows. But I'm gonna take it just in case. I should make one of these, actually. So that I can test to see if I'm getting the right stuff or not. So let's place that there. Let's craft a single one of these. Maybe that's how you get the... Oh, that's not it. Although, look at those. The white sandstone walls are really cool looking. So yeah, I definitely want to collect this stuff. Okay, so I did double check really quickly. And I have confirmed that what we're looking for is just called sandstone cobble. Yeah, this is what it is. Sandstone cobble. Okay, okay. So we need to get a ton of this stuff because it has some really cool textures that you can build. Oh, we found red sandstone cobble too. See, I'm curious what some of the textures we can get out of this stuff. Ooh, check that block out. That's actually really nice. That would probably go really good with some dark wood. And maybe mix in some stone. That would be sick. Okay. And our pickaxe broke. And temporarily, as much as I don't want to leave anything behind, I'm just gonna have to. Because there's other things that we want to prioritize over the stuff that some of the stuff that we have in our inventory. This is so painfully slow to mine with the crude pickaxe. I'm not even gonna lie. Alright. We're looking for more thorium spots still. Oh, that's thorium right there. And away we go. Oh, oh. No, no! This is what we were worried about. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh, eat food, eat food. Oh my gosh. Do you see the arrow? How late the delay was from falling from the sky? Oh! Come on, don't do us like this. Come on! Yeah! We didn't even get any chitin armor from him. That's unfortunate. Oh, okay, here we go. Time to see if we can mine this with a crude pickaxe. Oh, it does let us mine it with a crude pickaxe. It just takes a miserably long time to do. And that's okay. I did not realize that you could also find these mushrooms to get the azure petals. Ooh, did we already get... I feel like we already used this recipe. Oh! Azure cap spore bag. Okay, so we didn't have that recipe. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm definitely going to go around and collect those as well, because those are also going to be important. And there we go. More thorium. I think a good goal to hit here is getting at least 50 thorium. So 2 stacks of 25 thorium ore. Oh, more chickens. Desert chickens. They look pretty cool too. Oh, that's the stuff that hurts you when you run through it. Dang, I'm really kicking myself for not bringing the boxes to be able to capture them. We might have missed a vein that was already back there. Oh, we just passed a rattlesnake. I'm glad we didn't get bit by that. What? Oh, this frickin' guy. Okay, pal. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but you did it to yourself. Look at his face. It's so sad. On a side note, while I'm very slowly chipping away at this thorium, what do you guys think of the new border? I tried to make like a Hytale themed camera border just to kind of keep it festive. You know what I mean? Let me know down in the comments. You guys like it, or do you think I should try again? What are we looking like on thorium? So we still need 11 more to finish the second stack. Oof. There's another one of these guys. We might be able to get some chitin armor. Why are you not shooting? Oh my gosh. The game's trying to get me killed, dude. It was not firing a single arrow, even though I saw it load. Okay. Okay. Everything tries to kill you in the desert. That's been established. We understand. Desolate basin. Basin? I really gotta stop trying to read things in this game. Is that a drywood tree right there? Is that what they look like? This looks like a very interesting kind of wood. It doesn't look like dry wood. Whoa. That collapsed that branch for no reason. I'm really paranoid that this guy is about to turn on us and try to kill us. There we go. Fire flowers. What is that? Palo log. Ooh. Where's our... There it is. The builder's workbench. Let's place that bad boy down. I want to see what we get out of this. This is new. Look at that. That's very new. That's a pretty cool looking block. I don't know what that design is supposed to be, but... Okay. Well, we're always a big fan of new textures here at the Steggy Gang Association, so we're definitely going to chop this whole tree down. We have gone way past our goal. We have 10 more thorium than we were even planning on getting, and I am not mad about it. But now the last thing is I'm just gonna look to see if I can kill anything to get some extra chitin armor. Blue aloe. Blue aloe. I've never seen this. I kind of like it. Ooh, the light hide is gonna go crazy. Oh, kicked right in the face. Got a bloody nose now. Oh, moo-moos. I'm sorry, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. It'd be sick if I was hitting like half of these shots. I see it. We are finally back from our long adventure away from home. So cozy and friendly. So the complete opposite of the desert biome. I would say first things first, we now realize that we can unlock the backpack. So I'm definitely going to craft one because we already have the stuff to craft it. And where to go? Right here. Okay. Boom. And just like that, we now have the backpack upgrade. And I also already went ahead and made these wind temple doors and these wind temple windows. I'm not sure how we're going to use them yet in the build, but I do know that I really like them. I like the door because they're actually like slider doors. So if you take a look, if we place them like that, look, they just slide open. Isn't that sick? I think that's the coolest thing. We also got these nice windows. I really like them. They're probably my favorite windows in the whole game, so I definitely want to use them in the build. And then the main concept behind this chest storage room is I want to put all the main crafting workbenches in the center of this building, and I want all the chests to be in a close enough radius to where it can pull from the chest, because if you have your chest close enough to your workbenches, then you don't even need to have the stuff in your inventory. It just automatically crafts that item. So the whole purpose of this build is to centralize all of the work tables and then stack the chest in a really nice organized fashion. So I did not make a pre-build plan for this, so we're kind of just going to take the materials that we have to use and we're going to see what we can make. I think where I want to make the chest storage house is like right here. So I think I'm going to clear out a few of these trees and kind of get the terrain going in the right direction. Okay, so this is the space that I cleared out. And now I just need to figure out what kind of shape I want for the building. Oh, okay. So we can actually afford to make some apple trees. So I think I want to make at least like 3 of them to start out. The question is though, where do I want to plant these things? I almost think that they would make a nice backdrop over here once they mature. We do one right there, one right there, and one right there. See, that'll make a nice little backdrop of our pond once they get older and mature. Okay, so we got some apple trees going. That's pretty sick. We're going to be creating like a separate building for our kitchen and all of our food stock up, so we're not going to worry about putting the chef's stove in there because that's not really necessary. But I do want to plan to have these two, the Arcanist workbench and the Alchemist workbench. Those are both going to be going in there. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want, preferably we want 6 slots of 1x2 to fit the workbenches in the middle. Okay, so I have played around with a ton of different layout ideas, and this is kind of what I have chalked up at the end. So this is going to be the entry right here. It's going to be a double wide door. You're going to come in here. And then once you're in here, I know it's kind of obnoxious. I used a bunch of oak blocks to lay this out, but I like using the oak blocks because they're very obvious to see when you put them face down, like that it's a singular block and I don't miscount. But anyways, so this right here is going to be a big glass stained window. I'm going to use those blue windows that we found over in the desert. And then I'm going to do the sliding doors that I like, the sandstone sliding doors. So you're going to come in right here. This little raise up right here, I don't know if I'm going to keep it raised up. I thought originally that that was what I wanted to do, but it's still subject to change. I got to see how it looks when we actually start throwing it together. But you're going to come inside here, and then all these 2x slots, like this is going to be a little hallway. These are going to be stacks of double chests right here, right here, right here, and right here. And it's like that on all 3 of these sides besides the entry side. So I think I'm going to build it up and decide what texture blocks I want to use. And then right here, all these dirt blocks are representing the workbenches. So this is one workbench. That's a second workbench. That's a third. So you can see we have a total of 6 slots for all the workbenches that we're going to need to use. Definitely totally forgot to record this, but I did a quick mining trip where I went down and I got more iron because that's all we needed to upgrade the workbench to tier 2. And it's also the only thing that stopped us from being able to craft the alchemist workbench. So now we got this bad boy. The last workbench that we really need to make is the Arcanist workbench, and we need a lot of essence of the void, although I really don't think that that will take us that long to collect 20 of those things. But I had another thing, so I wanted to show you guys what I got so far. So this is where the build's at so far. I decided that these logs that we found on our little adventure earlier looked really nice with the sandstone and the blue windows, and I put our sliding door on there. And then I did a cobblestone, a sandstone staircase. And then if you come inside, this is kind of, I plan on changing the chest in the future, but you got to remember, once again, this is just going to be like our starting area. This isn't going to be our permanent residency. This is just our starting area. We're kind of doing things pretty small. When we make our main base, I want to do things a lot bigger. But I'm having fun playing with the styles of Hytale right now, which obviously this building doesn't match like any of our other like building styles, but that's kind of the point. I'm trying to like create a variant and kind of learn how to put all the Hytale assets together. But anyways, so I plan on coming back in the future and changing these chests out with like some different variants that will probably look better than just the default crude chest. But that being said, instead of raising this platform, I actually decided that it would probably be a better option to drop it into the floor. So I took out the platform, I dropped it one down, I filled in the floor with the cool drywood blocks that you can make, the planks. And then for the floor pattern, I was kind of struggling because I didn't realize that like we didn't really get enough of the sandstone to kind of do the whole thing the way that I wanted to, but that's totally okay. We kind of went back and made do with what we had. So I did the perimeter in the light sandstone, and then we did a little checker pattern here and there outside of this main square with the normal sandstone. And then we used the same wood type on the inside here for like all of our support columns. I think I'm gonna bust out these back walls on every single one, and I'm gonna be putting our windows. And I think I'm gonna do that going all the way around. Yeah, I like that. So this is where we're at so far, and I was thinking too, because this is our beginner area, this is already a lot of chests. Like, this is a lot of storage just doing 3 tall. So I think I'm gonna keep it at 3 tall, and I'm gonna start developing the roof. And I need to figure out some lighting fixtures because there's not a lot of places on the walls for like torches, and I don't really want to crowd up the walls with the torches. And then after that, I'm gonna build up the roof, add some lighting sources, and after that I'm also going to do some terraforming around it to make this look a little bit normal again. So yeah, we'll see where that takes us. I'll check back up with you guys in a little bit. Oh, I almost forgot, there was one more thing. So I placed the alchemist workbench here. For some reason I miscounted, and there's actually 7 workbenches that you kind of want near all of your general chests. So I still have, what is it called? I still have this one. This is obviously the last one that we need to unlock and build, the Arcanist workbench. For some reason I thought 6 was the number that we needed to hit, but this is what fits down in there in a nice pattern. So I think I'm actually going to put that last table right here in front of this front window, and probably put like a planter or a light source like in the corner next to it, kind of dress it up. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna get started on the roof and finishing building up the walls like one higher. Okay guys, as a quick side project, I quickly put in a little sidewalk that connects the warehouse to the main base, and then the main base down to the dock, and then into the mine. It was nothing crazy. I literally just dug down and made a 2 wide path going from everything. I just wanted to show you guys that really quick. I am still working on the roof, trying to figure out what I want to use, so I will get back to you guys on that one. Okay guys, so far I think I'm leaning the most towards this basalt cobble roof. I really like the edges, like how they look. And then as well, I filled in the whole top. I actually did cross beams with the same kind of logs we were using before, and I textured it with some similar types of colors. So if you come in here, this is what it looks like. In the middle I did the rest of the sandstone that I had. So I did a little cross, and then I used the dry wood to make half planks to fill in the rest. And I like it. I think I just need good lighting sources, and honestly the inside seems really nice. And then I can decorate this corner, obviously, when I get the last workbench, and I can add some greenery, maybe some plants, decor, like whatever, dude. But honestly, this is really nice. This is looking really great. Thinking I kind of want to do like a little tower with some extra like blue windows in it. Alright guys, I am actually super pumped with the roof design I ended up coming up with, and then I went back and I fixed all the terrain around the house, and I also added a little extra like flowers, and I did a fun thing. But this is the big reveal. This is what we got, dude, and I am super pumped about it. I actually really like the way that all the textures turned out, and it looks especially good at night. So what I ended up doing on the top is there's actually two different kinds of basalt cobblestone roofing, and it's if you turn basalt cobblestone into smooth basalt cobblestone. That was a lot of cobblestones. But anyways, I did the different one on top for the peak, and then I was actually able to put one of those campfires I stole on the top, so it almost makes it look like there's like a little fireplace coming out of it. I think it looks pretty cool. But anyways, I brought the terrain forward. Oh, we're doing this? You gonna interrupt my monologue, bro? Oh yeah! Oh, perfect block. Yeah. Bro, if you break any of my flowers on jaw. Got a nice little duel going, not gonna lie. Woo! Hey, we need those. Oh my gosh, 9 of them? We low-key can almost craft that arcane, whatever the heck, the last workbench we need. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So I did like a little worship area with the statue from the Forgotten Temple out front. And I kind of played around with like setting it up in a few different ways. I originally had like a bench here and a bench here. But I realized from this perspective out here, that looked really messy. So I ended up putting a bench right here. I added some planters. And then I added the little woodcutter's block right there. I added a bunch of floral to like this side hill that I made. And then I did a little bit. I put down like the sacrifice tray and the little blue fire that she has at the front of the Forgotten Temple. Added a few little lighting sources. I added these as well on the front for lighting sources. And I spread the flowers a little bit on the sides. And then I ended up doing all the terrain back here too. I just brought it up a whole level to make it look natural. I wanted to make it look like the house was built into hill. And like I didn't go through and flatten the whole thing. I am gonna add staircase to right here, but that's like a next episode type of thing. But anyways, and then when we go on the inside, this is what the final product looks like on the inside. I went and made one of the salvagers workbenches because I realized I could make them after we upgraded the workbench in the main house. I added this nice little planter, which did cost 2 iron, which kind of hurt my soul, but that's okay. I put this little chair right here. I added some lighting sources. And I think this thing is looking great. This is going to be great. So now all that's really left to do is to take all my stuff from the main house and bring it on in here. But that's probably something that I'm going to do in between now and the next episode. Or maybe I'll do it for the intro for next episode. But anyways, I would appreciate it if you left a like. We got a good bit done. I really like the way that the storage warehouse turned out. I think it's really nice. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I will catch you guys next time. Have a great day. Goodbye. Land of despair and the ashen blaze. The